I want to remove all the water from my pool, but I don't want it to run dry and burn out my pump. I've asked Sam to look after it, but he wants to play video games. He reckons with maths he can solve both the problems. He'll be able to check that the pool doesn't run dry, and he can play video games. Let's see if he can do it.
Hi, I'm Sam. I want to play video games instead of watching water for hours. I'm going to show my dad that I can come back at the very end after playing video games with algebra. So before I start measuring the pool and doing the equations for the pool, I have a mini example of a pool. That's a bucket of water which is at 9 inches. Solving this and the pool, we are assuming constant rate of discharge and approximate flat bottom. In 5 minutes, my pretend pool has gone down 2 inches. So I went from 9 to 7. So I'm going to plot the graph at 5, 7. Right there. And I'm just going to draw the line. So using the graph, I could get an approximate number of minutes of how long until the water would run out. However, I can't do this in a pool. So I'm going to use the equation of a straight line. So the equation of a straight line is y equals mx plus b. Before we solve this though, we have to find what m is. So doing that, we have to use the equation y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the y2, so first let's get our numbers here. So it is 0, 9 and 5, 7. So y2 is 7 minus y1 is 9 over x2, which is 5, minus x1, which is 0. So let's do our math here. I'll write this. So it is 7 minus 9 is negative 2 over 5 minus 0, which is 5. So 2/5. Negative 2/5 actually, because it's a negative 2. So now we know what our m is. So m equals negative 2 over 5. So this is our x-axis, and this is our y-axis. In the equation, y equals the amount of inches, m equals our slope, which is negative 2/5. X is the time in minutes. B is where it crosses through the y-axis. So, y is 0 because that is 0 inches, so when the pool will be 0 inches. M is what we figured out, which is negative 2/5. X is, that's what we're trying to find out, how much minutes until it gets to 0 inches, plus B. So B is 9 because that's where it crosses on the y-axis. So that's what the equation we're going to be using. So to start, we have negative 2/5 x. Alright, we're going to add that to this side. So let's do that. Plus 2/5 x. Alright. There you go. So 2/5 x equals 9. Now, when we have a fraction and on this side, we have to times it by its reciprocal. So it's going to be times 5 over 2. And obviously whatever we do to this side has to go on the other side. So it would be 9 times 5 over 2. And that cancels out. So it is now x equals 9 times 5, 2. And doing this, we know it's gonna be, using my calculator, it is 22.5. So now, after doing this with my pretend pool, now I know I can figure out how much minutes it will take for my pool to reach 0 inches. So I'm gonna go and measure the height of my pool and come back in around 20 minutes and see how much it has dropped. Then I will know how long I can go and play video games with my friends and then come back down a few minutes before my dad comes back outside. So I've measured my height of the pool using this with blue tape on. So now I can use this height and do that process that I just did over there. And now I can go and play video games and then come back. Bye!